Before we end this lesson, I want to just talk a little bit about the cartographic style. There is a style that we do need to follow. This is sort of a universal standard that you really should try to work hard at doing. And it's about those supporting details that are in the maps. So when we look at capitals versus lowercase, things like sites should have a capital with lower, but when we talk about regions, they should use all capitals. And so if we look at, and street names should use all capitals. I'm going to show you an example here. Almost looks like a little legend, but you can kind of see this being applied. So counties, the states, nations, continents, those are all capitals. Street names should be capitals. And if you look at the map here, sure enough, Main Street, all capitals. When we talk about a site though, so here's Wichita, this is upper and lower. Okay, so then italics, you use italics for bodies of water, lakes, rivers. Marion Lake right here in italics. So you have to think about that. And they also sometimes use italics for names of areas, regions. The dots should be round for a city. Serif versus sans serif. Typically the sans serif is used for sites or regions. The sans meaning without those little feet, without the serifs, things like Arial, Tahoma, Helvetica. And then the serifs should be used for rivers and bodies of water. So if you look at the Marion Lake here, it does have the serifs at the bottom of the stroke. Very difficult to see, but it's there. So you have to think about that. And then when you use lines, there's a proper way of using the lines. So broad divided lines do indicate the freeways or toll roads. And then when we name our streets, you always want to put the name above the line if you can. If it's a vertical line, then you put it on the right edge, not the left. So top, put the name above, and put the name to the right. Okay? And then make sure you're using the proper shields here for the types of roadways that you are using. And then, of course, we have our popular icons that we sort of know, we understand them. Now, as a designer, you do have the creative flexibility to design your own icons. That's a really great practice to do. It's a great exercise just to come up with some icons, iconic representation of concepts and locations and things. But we have some standard one as well. So I see a lot of designers looking and maybe customizing a bit to fit the overall design of their infographic. So those are maps and some information regarding maps. That, of course, maps fall into the information graphics. So we're talking about maps that are part of information, illustrations, and graphics.